Stephen, one of the most substantial changes between that period in 2008 and today is the state of the US banking system. The stress tests in the US were real, whereas in Europe they were a charade. It is remarkable, isn't it, how much stronger the banking system in the States is now than it was, and how much weaker the European system is than it was.
I certainly agree with that. I think that one of the things, certainly having lived through it in 2008, 2009, the US banking system and the US generally undertook a period of disclosure much more quickly and tried to address the problem very, very quickly and get back onto a normal footing. Clearly, the longer that a lack of disclosure takes place, the worse the problem gets. And that's where I see the difference. And of course, in other parts of the world, certainly in this time zone, certainly in this country, there is a very, very, very powerful resilience within the financial services sector, which is why I do not see a global negative downturn of such dramatic impact. Clearly, all economies will be affected, and insofar as that may affect some returns in banks, the margins, funding costs, and so on, yes, that will take place. But I do not see a disaster scenario as a result of the resilience both in the US, Asia, and certainly Australia, other parts of North America.
Can you tell us a little bit about how different Citi, both globally and in Australia, is today to what it was back then?
Totally different. So many things have changed. Clearly a lot of lessons have been learned. I think probably the biggest change for the company is going back to the basics of banking in terms of responsible finance, ensuring that it's of fundamental economic benefit, a service to clients and a service to the community. Clearly also the bank has become a lot more efficient. It's become a lot fitter. Its capital strength is much more significant. So it's a completely different organisation to that which existed several years ago. And that manifests itself in both the balance sheet strength of the institution, but also the culture of the institution. So it's an area that's impacted every part of the bank, every individual in the bank, the way we do business, the clients that we do business with, and how we do it. So the impact has been enormous.